Hi, good day and welcome to this Focus On with myself, Fifi Peters. Now, PrimeXBT, a global multi-asset broker, has become one of the first brokers licensed by the FSCA here in South Africa to offer both crypto and CFD trading under one roof. And to discuss what this means for investors and the current trends shaping alternative investments like digital currencies, I am joined by Sihle Tuta, the head of region at PrimeXBT South Africa. For more, Sihle, welcome.
Thank you, Fifi. How are you doing? And hello to all the viewers at home.
I am doing okay, and I imagine that those in your space are doing pretty okay this year as well. If we just take stock of what 2025 has meant for the crypto landscape, and true to its nature, there's been many highs and many lows, but more highs, as it were, with 2025 being a record year for crypto, particularly Bitcoin. Let's just start there in terms of your characterization of the state of the industry right now.
I think the industry is growing. I think there's a lot of adoption of crypto as an asset class, as a digital asset among all investors from all sort of walks of life. More importantly, the younger guys who are more techno-savvy, who want to diversify their portfolio. So for traders and investors who've held on to their crypto for a very long time, irrespective of the ups and downs, I think many of them are smiling all the way to the bank. I mean, we know that most of the assets like crypto, I mean, there's no guarantee for a positive ROI. It is a risk that you have to take depending on what your investment strategy looks like. But for guys who have really weathered the storm and held on to their assets with the recent performance of most of the crypto assets, including Bitcoin, they really have done well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I suppose there's no guaranteed ROI on any form of investment, but most of players who look at the crypto landscape do note that it is a lot riskier than traditional investments. But let's move on to why we are here, you and I, today. Essentially, you as a player have become one of the first firms to be awarded a crypto license as well as a CFD license here in South Africa. And maybe just talk to us about what that means and its significance.
Yeah. So usually when a CFD broker like us wants to enter South Africa and start accepting South African clients, they need a CFD license, which is the basic license, which we have. And in our case, we have been recently awarded a crypto license on top of the already existing license. Now, this means that clients or traders in South Africa can now deposit in crypto. They can deposit into a trading account using crypto. It means they can buy their crypto on the PrimeXBT platform. It means they can sell their crypto. It means they can exchange their crypto for fiat. So you can exchange crypto for real money. And it means you can also store your crypto in the PrimeXBT platform in the crypto wallet and also trade all the global markets on the PrimeXBT platform using your crypto. So it's a great move for all sort of traders and crypto enthusiasts, particularly in South Africa.
And maybe if you can also just speak broadly to the landscape in terms of the awarding of this dual license as one of the only firms right now in South Africa to have it. What does it mean for the landscape at large?
So we're one of the few companies, we're not the only. So this is after the FSCA put out a mandate that all crypto service providers need to be licensed for the sake of compliance and AML. It basically marks a safe step or a good step forward for safe and regulated access to digital assets like crypto. As one of the few brokers, as you say, who have both the crypto and the CFD license, PrimeXBT is really helping to shape and facilitate the adoption and trading of crypto in South Africa. So it means that traders and crypto enthusiasts can trade their crypto and store their crypto with PrimeXBT, knowing that they have the full protection of the regulator should anything go wrong.
Sure.
Because we know that the reason why regulators exist, and might I add, we have a very competent regulator in South Africa. So trading with a platform like PrimeXBT, which is regulated by the FSCA, means that as a trader or an investor, you have recourse should anything go wrong. Now, we know with the history of our local regulator, investors who feel that they are aggrieved or for whatever reason, they can approach the regulator for some sort of recourse. And given the way they do their work, we know that there's likely to be a positive outcome, which in most cases favors both parties.
And things do go wrong, and we have seen a lot of wrongs ensue in your space, particularly if we look at what has happened globally. But as you say, one of the few firms in South Africa currently operating and offering these services. I guess then it speaks to a competition and what you are bringing to the table and what sets you apart from those who are doing the same.
So we offer an integrated ecosystem. I mean, as an example, with the crypto license, it means that as a trader, you can deposit using crypto into your trading account, and then you can have access to all the global markets, including Forex, crypto, and CFDs on stocks, and then you can withdraw in your local currency, which is something that most of the brokers don't offer. We also offer regulatory clarity. I mean, as you know, with the 2 licenses that we have, our licenses are verifiable with the FSCA, which is something that's very important. I mean, we don't just say we have these 2 licenses. You can go and verify with the FSCA just to check if these licenses do exist. And, I like to make the example of banks. Like, we have the 4 biggest banks, and they offer similar products. I mean, a bank is a bank is a bank, but you'll have one client who's attracted to Bank A because of their home loan product, and the other client because of the car finance. I think it's the same with brokers. I think the one thing that sets us apart from all our competitors is our approach to client relationship management. It's the way we manage and we handle the relationships with our clients. And I think this is why some of them who started with us a long time ago are still with us now. I mean, PrimeXBT has been in this industry since 2018, with now over 1 million clients in over 150 countries. And with the clients that we have in South Africa, very few of them, have left us because of a competitor, because of our approach to client relationship management over and above the superior products and offerings that we offer.
Maybe you can talk to us a little bit about your client base and just profile them. I mean, you teased them at the beginning of your response. You're talking about, quite a lot of activity, particularly amongst young people coming on board and being excited about what this alternative investment does potentially offer. Is it just young people, or with the strength and perhaps the further regulatory stamps that your industry has received in the coming years? Have you seen a lot more adoption coming from other perhaps non-traditional corridors?
Most definitely. So our client portfolio consists of traders from all different walks of life. I mean, you're looking at guys who are retired who really like to dabble on, crypto, CFDs. And then we've seen a trend of new traders who are younger, more techno-savvy, more crypto-savvy, who are willing to learn and who want to diversify their portfolio by adopting digital assets like crypto. So these are traders who really want to learn more as much as they can over and above just making the money. And we respond to this trend by providing localized trading education. I mean, as an example, we're going to be launching a tour very soon where we're taking trading education to the people. And we're starting out in KZN. We're going to all the major towns in KZN, from Durban to Richards Bay to Cape Town. And everybody who's interested in learning how to trade and learning how to start trading crypto and to learn more about PrimeXBT, they can come to the seminars, which are going to be soon launched on socials. So our client portfolio comprises of the young guys who are very eager, who want to learn, to the end of the spectrum, guys who are much older, who are retired, who just want to dabble on the more traditional sort of assets like gold or stocks on a speculative side.
Sure, which was going to be my next question regarding education, because although the industry right now it's 10 plus years old, so you could argue that there's a few players who have learned quite a bit about how it works, the risks and the opportunities. But as you say, a whole lot of more young people and sort of other non-crypto savvy people coming on board, and financial education is absolutely key to avoiding mistakes. In this national drive that you're talking about, going out in various parts of the country, in various parts of the towns to teach people what they perhaps don't know, accessibility, is it free?
Yes, it is free. I think the only thing you need to have is the hunger for knowledge. If you have the hunger for knowledge, we're willing to share it. And I think it's very important that, especially new beginner traders, know that to participate in this industry, you don't have to pay anyone as the middleman. The only cost is obviously to deposit money into your trading account. You can download all of our software in the App Store. You can download the PrimeXBT app, the Meta trader platform that we use, or the PX Trader, is free to download. The only thing you need is obviously the willingness to learn, the trading education, and obviously the time to learn, and obviously a funded trading account. So we don't charge for our services. Our services are free. And it needs to be noted that as a platform, PrimeXBT is not a financial advisor. We don't take deposits. We don't manage investments on behalf of the public. All we do is we provide the platform for traders who then make their own trading decisions. So if you believe that a specific instrument or even a specific crypto asset is going to go a specific direction based on your own research, then you can use our platform to take a position to say, I'm either buying or selling.
We touched on this a bit, but maybe just to flesh it out one last time around the trends that are shaping the industry right now. I mean, we did touch on the volatility of the price, but the fact that 2025 has been rather good. There's been certain individuals who have been talking up the crypto space, and there has been regulatory approvals across the board in most parts of the world that have also been driving your asset classes within crypto, notwithstanding some of the economic factors as well, from inflation to concerns around growth. Maybe just in fleshing out the trends as well, you can also just talk to us about how your organization is responding to these trends for South African investors.
So the industry is usually segmented into either CFD or crypto users, and we believe that this approach doesn't have a place in the market anymore as PrimeXBT, which is why we have a platform that is diversified and flexible, meaning that traditionally as a trader or an investor, if you wanted to dabble in traditional CFDs and crypto at the same time, you'll have to come to a broker like us and go to a crypto exchange separately. But on the PrimeXBT platform, you have access to crypto assets and traditional CFDs in one single platform. So you have the flexibility and the diversification in one single platform. And that is how we respond sort of to that trend. And I think the second part is what I mentioned earlier, that we're seeing a generation of traders who are younger, who are techno-savvy. I mean, you know that in most households, whenever there's a problem with technology or the remote or the TV is not working, the person to go to is usually the youngest person in the room, because they know how to work technology. I think it's the same in this space. So we're seeing a trend with younger traders who are more techno-savvy, who want to learn, who want to understand how the platform works, who want to learn how the market and the industry works, who want to learn what moves the markets. So we respond to that by providing education that is localized, speaking the local language, especially in a way that is easy for younger people to consume, and therefore providing them opportunities for them to advance their investment courses.
Sihle, we'll leave it there for now. So thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Focus On. Of course, I was in conversation with Sihle Tuta, the head of a region at PrimeXBT South Africa. Until next time, have yourselves a wonderful day further. Goodbye.